the main model of longevity with calorie restriction is just eating less, not malnutrition. Newer technologies are constantly changing the way people receive information. This electronic reading device, for example, is capable of holding 3,500 of these. Machines like this are what eye doctors use to check your peripheral vision, the loss of which is one of the indicators for the disability of glaucoma. It used to be at the library, checking out books meant deciding between paperback or hardcover. Now there's a new format, digital.
You can do some of the social networking with Twitter, Facebook. You're reading a passage, you push a button and it goes to your Facebook page that you want to share out of this book that you're reading.
Businesses are already feeling the effects of these disruptive technological trends. Barnes & Noble came out with their own version of an electronic reader. Borders bookstores recently announced how they have to restructure their stores, while smaller businesses are being forced to disappear. Newer technologies are constantly changing the way people receive information. This electronic reading device, for example, is capable of holding 3,500 of these. These are the effects from e-reader devices, where you can take your own cache of literature anywhere.
I feel like it's nice for students if you want to bring books but you don't have a lot of space, so it's really nice for travel, so it makes that really convenient.
Convenience is an obvious plus, but no one says they'll replace actual books outright.
E-books, print books, paperback books will all exist together. I don't think any one of them will get rid of the others.
For the Omaha News, I'm Anthony Davis. Enough is enough. That's the name of the organization that met Monday night at North High School along with Omaha parents, but it was also the sentiment in the room among those who came.
And I never would have thought about coming out to a rally like this, but it hit so close to home that I do realize there is a need for change. There is a need for the community to take part.
Omaha saw an unusual amount of gun violence this past week, and now a community is coming together demanding answers.
Don't shut it down. That's what you're paid to do. I expect you to do that. That's what you said that you were going to do.
In attendance, along with parents, was a panel that answered questions from its concerned citizens. In the panel was Police Chief Alex Hayes and Omaha City Council member Ben Gray.
The community is starting to step up and give information, and so we just need to keep that going. This is a change in mindset.
People want solutions to the gun and gang violence that seemed to paralyze Omaha last week, and some had answers of their own.
My suggestion was have some kind of a plan where they can put in community hours or complete an etiquette class, because I hate to say it, but most of our youth today are very rude and sensitive individuals.
After the violence last week, this community has made it clear they want peace and a better life for their children. For the Omaha News, I'm Anthony Davis. 1 in 200 people under 50 have it. It's glaucoma, a disorder that's become the second leading cause of blindness worldwide.
That it is a disease that can be seen in all age groups, right from a newborn to an elderly patient.
Early recognition of the disorder is key because any damage which takes the form of blurriness around the peripheral vision of an eye is permanent.
That getting an eye exam so that the disease can be prevented is much better than trying to stop someone from losing their eyesight.
The Glaucoma Research Foundation says in America alone, 4 million people have the disorder, but many may not know it. If the disorder affects one eye, the other is able to compensate for that visual loss. Machines like this are what eye doctors use to check your peripheral vision, the loss of which is one of the indicators for the disability of glaucoma. Glaucoma may have a permanent effect, but it's very treatable.
They can actually use a laser to make holes in this structure here. It's called the trabecular meshwork. It makes the filter more open, makes it easier for fluid to drain out.
Treatments are available and necessary.
So every time you go into the eye doctor, we're checking your eye pressure.
For the Omaha News, I'm Anthony Davis.